Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently taking over Sweden, and it's gonna go great. Like, seriously, this is pretty over at this point. Now, we are reinforcing these guys, and that's fine. That absolutely has to happen. We've taken a huge amount of losses, certainly, more than we probably should have, but I made a few miscalculations at the beginning of the war, and things seem to overall be okay here. Now, we're definitely low on our number of levy troops. We're going to raise up a few, see if we can get any. And actually, yeah, we absolutely can. Around 1,200 levy troops coming in. So that's beautiful. Now, these guys are not fully reinforced yet. The Swedish force is coming back. So I'm very glad that I raised these, actually. And they're on their way in. So we're going to head over this way. Now we have reinforcements on the way here. This is only our men-at-arms. And how many of their troops are levies here? I think we win this, right? Even before these guys come in. No, we're actually losing it. Just due to sheer numbers? Oh, and we have no leader. That would be a problem. We should probably have a leader in this force. Okay, well, when these guys arrive, there will be a leader, and this will be fine. Lose 12 stress? Sure. Okay, so we're gonna last until our reinforcements arrive, and we'll definitely win this once our reinforcements arrive, right? Wow, we're still losing? Okay, there we go. This is closer than I'd like. But we're going to win. Barely. That was definitely closer than I would have liked. Now, we do need a chancellor, and we are going to put in this gentleman right here. Perfect. That was a really close battle, actually. We almost lost that one. But this should result in the end of the war as soon as this siege finishes up. So this will be fine. And we're definitely going to have to rest our levies a little bit, but we don't want to rest too much because we're going to be going after Denmark. We'll need to bank up prestige to do it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Look at these raiders coming in on our siege force. 14 days left on the siege. They're going to arrive in 4 days. This is rude. Okay. Well, we have reinforcements right here. We're going to head on in. And there we go. This will net us a good amount of prestige, but it also delays the end of this war. We'll pay gold. I'd rather not lose prestige right now. Now, we can also hold court, and this is probably something that we should do. We'll do that after the war, I think. We should host a feast as soon as we can and call a hunt as soon as we can as well, because we want that to get on cooldown ASAP. Okay, so that'll be fine. And we're just going to finish up this siege. 2, 1, and... ooh, an extra 150 prestige. Yes, please. War is over. We will enforce those demands. We gain the Kingdom of Sweden. And all of these people become our vassal. All of these 5. Beautiful. That is fantastic. Okay, so... Sweden is apparently on elective succession. We'll take a look at that in a moment. There's an active election there. And we are, of course, going to want to put our troops down. So we'll just disband those for the moment. Okay. Being raided up here. I don't think we can really do too much about that. How much would it, or how long would it take to raise our troops here? 31 days. Actually... might not be a terrible idea. Might not be a terrible idea at all. It would take 31 days. Yeah, let's just do it. Cool. Now, this guy wants to be ransomed. We accept. That is absolutely fine. And with regard to the election here, we should certainly take a look at the... realm succession law for Sweden. Now that's currently... We're obviously going to nominate our player heir, right? That's 100% what we're going to do. And... total score of the candidate Oh, okay. These guys are basically all nominating our heir. Perfect. So that's absolutely fine. Now we're on Confederate partition right now. However, the Kingdom of Sweden, that needs to be changed. So how do we change the title succession of that? Okay, 750 prestige to remove that. That's quite a bit. No doubt about it. That's okay. They're locked into attacking us, so that's wonderful. 150 extra prestige comes in here. Now, in order to attack Denmark, our armies are raised, but we're going to need 2,000 prestige to attack them. So that's fine. We can go ahead and host a feast immediately. And we're going to fight these guys. We're going to maybe stop gathering, but I don't think there's really a point in stopping gathering here. They're locked into attacking us. We gather everything. Household efforts. Cool. And yeah, we win this, as expected. Beautiful. This guy wants to ransom this... What is she, a daughter or something? I don't know. Close enough. I'm fine with that. So, of course, we win this battle. There was never any way that we weren't going to. We got 90 prestige from that. Perfect. And 25 additional prestige from the battle, as well as 327 from winning that battle, and 49 gold. So that was super worthwhile. We can't put these guys down until they get far enough away. We're going to walk away ourselves to hopefully make that go a little bit faster. Another ransom coming in for 50 gold. We accept. And we're going to need to hold court here in just a moment. I'm just going to wait until we put our troops down, and then we'll go ahead and hold court. We definitely need to work on our grandeur. There's no doubt about that. I don't think we're quite ready to change our capital yet. But we're going to go ahead and disband this army. And yeah, we're not quite ready to change our capital yet. So that's fine. Now, if we look at our current succession, we would lose no kingdoms. Okay, that's good to know. Very good to know. Should we just change over to Scandinavian elective? Honestly, it costs 300 prestige. You know what? Let's do it. Scandinavian elective. So we can nominate our successor here. And, of course, we need to nominate our player heir. There we go. Beautiful. So this should be fine. Yeah, 24. Sounds good. So now if we look at our succession here, we will actually not lose any titles on succession. That is magnificent. Of course, we're going to need to let our soldiers regenerate a bit, so while we're doing that, let's go ahead and hold court. It's going to cost us 50 prestige, but that's fine. 3 petitioners. So we'll gesture for the first one to approach. Our vassal Jarl Stein II hurries to my side, his bloodshot eyes searching the assembled court. My lord, I'm sure someone in the kingdom is out to get me. I've no evidence, but suspect Chieftain Reffer. He's always positioned himself as my enemy. I beg you, imprison Reffer and put a stop to this madness. So, I don't know who that is. That gives us the ability to rightfully imprison him, but we don't actually straight up imprison him. An intrigue challenge here. Or we could just disappoint this Jarl. And honestly, I don't... He is a powerful vassal. Really? With 797 troops? Malice is not a crime in itself, Stein. Get out of here. My lord, my steward, Chieftain Rogenwalder takes the floor. I have an idea to improve taxation. You could send surveyors to question your subjects about every property, its name, owner, extension, and value, and how many people and animals live there. Okay, so we could do a little bit of a census. That's not the worst idea here. 140 gold to do that. Let's give it a go. I'm not too concerned about gold at this exact moment. One of my guards approaches with my guest Maud in chains, trailing behind him. I caught Maud here in the process of sending sensitive information to foreign spies in the Suthrajar. I don't know where that is, but okay. What should we do with her? Well, we could off with her head. We would gain 40 stress because we're generous. We could get a loyalty hook, or we could just imprison her. And who even is this? Unlanded. Lowborn. We'll just imprison her. Sounds good. My business here is done. So we didn't really get too much done there, in all honesty. Now, we're at grandeur level 1, and our baseline is court grandeur of 13. So that's not a very high baseline. Okay. We could bump up to modest food. But is that just a one-time thing? Or how is it calculating the baseline? Okay, so that's in the baseline. Sounds good. And the court physician is also giving us some of that. So filling those court jobs would probably increase our baseline grandeur. And that might be a cheaper way than doing this. These are 0.4 per month, so together these would be 1.2 per month. I mean, that's affordable. We could do that. So that would set our baseline grandeur to here. That's quite a lot better than what it is right now. We'll go ahead and do that. And yes, it is going to cost us some money, but that's perfectly fine. Do we have any artifacts that we can get into position over here? No. Sounds good. Okay. So with that in mind, the other thing that we can do is we can go into our court positions here. We can have an antiquarian. We can have a court tutor. That one's pretty expensive. Now, this guy's currently our court physician. Can he be both? Guess we'll find out. Yes, he can. Okay. We'll have a refill here be our food taster. That is a, that is a very apt name. I like it. That is perfect. A master of the horse would also be pretty expensive. In fact, there's a lot of options here. However, not all of these we have courtiers that can fill. Okay. And yeah, this sets the court grandeur bonus based on aptitude. Sounds good. These are pretty cheap, though. So this guy would be a good master of the horse. This guy would be a good master of the hunt. This guy would be a good royal architect. This guy would be a good an average high almoner. Our player heir could be a seneschal. And then we would need a cupbearer, which could be our niece here. She is only average aptitude in bearing cups. How hard could that be? Okay. A court jester. It could be this lady, but she's bad at it. Hey, opinion minus. I like it. We'll need a court poet, but we don't have anybody that can do that. Court musician, just terrible people. I like it. We're going to do it anyway, because I want to see what kind of events that would come up with. Bodyguard would be this guy. And then, oh, we can have additional bodyguards? But there isn't anyone that can fill that. We can have a personal champion, this guy here. And then we don't fit the requirements for executioner, artificer, or, well, any of those 3 artificers. And we don't have another person that can be a bodyguard either. So this is the best that we can do at this point for our court positions. So that should be fine. Let's hop back into our royal court here and take a look at our overall baseline grandeur. That's now 35. That's much better. Now that is costing us some money, but that's okay. So these ransoms are coming out. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We have about 1,000 prestige right now. And there's a court event available here. A courtier has been scorned. Why would you honor that coward Rikiza with a position at court, and not me? My wife, Queen Gertruda, is livid. Apparently she had been certain that the honor would befall her, and no one else. I mean, she wanted to be the cupbearer? She wasn't even in the list, I don't think. Okay, I don't think she was even eligible, but sure, she's not happy about it. That's fine. How long do we have on some of our prestige situations here? 4 years on a modest feast, and the same on the hunt, of course. Order mass eviction. Send your guests packing. Interesting. We're not going to indulge in drink. When are we going to be able to raise a runestone? 2 years. Okay, so we currently cannot declare on Denmark, although this is definitely our next goal. It would be to invade the Kingdom of Denmark. Now, this isn't going to take all of the territory. But we would definitely do an invade kingdom on Denmark. And then we'd need to go after this territory here. We don't care about anything in their German holdings down over this way. If we look at the de jure empire, this is all irrelevant to us. All we would care about is Denmark proper, plus this little bit of de jure Sweden that they hold. So that would be the overall goal there. And then we'll need to, of course, take all of this territory. I want to look at the de jure duchies here. Okay. So of what we hold right now, some of this territory should be moved into us. Specifically, we want this and we want this. We could challenge him to a stewardship debate, attacking him for his crimes against fashion, for sure. We don't have high tribal authority, so we're going to need to bump up to high tribal authority eventually. We're a little bit prestige limited at this time. We'll go ahead and go up to limited tribal authority. And then I think we're going to need to start thinking about doing some raiding up over this way. 19 gold, 12 gold, 19 gold. We can definitely do that. So we'll raise local raiders over here. Do we need 10,000 troops? No. No, we don't. We probably don't need any more than about 5,000. This should be more than enough. So we're going to have them come up over here and begin doing some raiding, and we'll just hit these 3 locations for the time being. We're not super interested in continuing to construct structures because we're going to be moving our capital. Okay, we raided this. Excellent. We're going to head in over here. Now there is access to these 2 as well. Yeah, we may want to take a little bit more roundabout of a path here. We could head like this and then come back. That might not be the worst idea. So we're going to head over here. We're definitely going to take attrition on the way, but that's fine. 95 gold is fine. Excellent. Our court grandeur has increased, and that will continue to increase, which is completely and totally expected. Does court grandeur generate us like prestige? Knight effectiveness, bestow royal favor counselor. Okay, hang on. Apparently we can't lock open this tooltip. Oh no, we can. I'm just having a very hard time getting to it. Yeah. Okay, let's see about... Nope. Okay, well, there's a different place you can see this, I know. Bestow royal favor counselor task. Yeah, that would be in here. So presumably, yes. Prestige, 0.4 per month. Vassal prestige increases by a little bit more, but that would net us less prestige than foreign affairs. So I don't think there's really a point in doing that for the moment. Let's see. Level 3 gives us manage royal guards counselor task. Okay, sure. Grandeur 4 doesn't appear to do anything. special trait and dread gain, rather. Convince de jure territory counselor task. Okay, well, we'll definitely work our way up through that, for sure. So we succeeded this, and that's a little bit odd to me that we did not, in fact, get any prestige for it, but okay. We're going to head in over here. And we're going to try to raid this. The trappings of majesty, huh? Well, we could get resplendent raiment for 140 gold. That would give us half a point of prestige per month for 5 years. Okay, so that's like 6 prestige per year. So like 30 prestige. Or we could go for traditional raiment. We'll go for the prestige gain. It's not that much prestige, in all honesty, but we really do need a lot of prestige. So we'll continue our raid here. And we should have absolutely no problem defeating these forces here. This may be a little janky here. We did just inherit the Chiefdom of Sohn. Out over here. We'll keep it for now. And it's got a Longhouse level 1. So we'll keep that for now. Okay, so we win this battle, and this raid is being done by not us. Well, that's rude. So we're going to actually have to pass through here. We're not the ones in charge of that raid. We did get 100 prestige from this slaughter, and that does mean that we could build a level 2 gathering hall here. We'll go ahead and do so. We could also very much increase our men-at-arms size if we wanted to. We could bump each of these up to size 3. That would cost prestige, of course, and it would also hurt our monthly gain. So it would be a little painful. We're just going to head over here. We've got 63 raid loot right now, so that's not too bad. We're going to raid here and here. And over we go. Our fine battle axe has low durability. That's okay. And of course, there are these 2 active elections. So, how do we get these elections to actually happen? Like, when does this election end? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We haven't played with this succession type before, of course. 34 gold. Sure. We'll allow it. This raid has finished, and we're going to head on in over here. And then from there, we will head on back. We'll call that good for this session of raiding. Beautiful. So we're now carrying 98 gold and 98 prestige as well. A modest feast will be held eventually. I'm just wondering what the difference is between this and the regular feasts were that we were holding before. Interesting. Of course, we want to call a hunt when we can as well, but that won't be for a while yet. So we're going to disband our army here. Our raid loot has been delivered. We can ransom this person, and so we shall. Now, our fine battle axe has low durability. Technically, what we should do right now is that dropping in durability right now when it's not equipped? I'm unsure. We'll find out about that. We'll just grab Benevolent Intent for the time being. We'll keep an eye on this. My understanding was that it only drops while it is equipped. That said, we should have this armor on, because that armor does net us additional prestige and levy reinforcement rate. 80%. That's huge. That is huge. Now we can actually repair these as well. You know what? Let's do it. We could reforge it into a pedestal item. Interesting. Do it. That would then allow us, I think, to go into our court artifacts and put in the fine battle axe on a pedestal here. Cool. So there we go. That's nice. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to definitely think about going to war somewhere. It may or may not be Denmark. We'll see how our prestige is holding up. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.